Hey, this is Matt. Once again, we're about to the videos of the paid requests, this time for Lucas. Thank you so much for that. The last of the 3 episodes he wanted me to do a commentary on, involving the spectacular Spider-Man, this time Season 2, Episode 13, The Final Curtain, which became the last episode of the show. So, can't show footage, because I know other people do it, but again, YouTube don't like me when I do it. So feel free to follow along, however best you can. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. And if anyone wants to send me any other type of requests, the links are down below, either PayPal or Patreon. PayPal is usually the best bet. And right off the bat, we got Spider-Man kicking ass, which is cool, with these people with the pumpkin head, jack-o'-lantern heads. That'll beat the shit out of them. Gob Squad? What is this? Like the fucking... Well, I guess that. Maybe the Batman be... Well, actually, no. Maybe they're the Joker when all those people who are big fans, they want... Damn, took his pants off. There you go. You know, with all these damn weapons, you think you would get some kind of other types of protection. I don't know, maybe just knock their fucking head off or something. Just knock them down, man. Just... So he wants to know where the goblin is, but the henchmen, they're not going fucking... Why would he tell these henchmen, yeah, I'm at 875-6309 Rodeo Avenue. So there's Harry. Yeah, at the end of this point, we had not seen Harry for quite a while. As the opening credits are going, yeah, this is the last episode of this season. It wasn't meant to be. I mean, it ends on a cliffhanger, from what I remember, where you think Green Goblin and you find there's Norman Osborn, you think he's dead, but then he's sneaking away on a plane with a disguise, and, you know, I'm sure he'll be back one day, and they're going to do other villains and stuff in Season 3. They were planned this Season 3. I mean, it was a successful show. A lot of people liked it. It was getting good reviews. But then the merger with Marvel and Disney and Sony having to work it out, where Sony would have more leeway with the movies, but I guess Disney would have more leeway with the TV shows, cartoons, other avenues. So they didn't want to continue this. Instead, they want to do their own show, which people didn't want to fucking watch. Because, like, why are you starting a new show when here's a show that people like, and you could just piggyback on it? But probably because this show is part of the old regime, so they would have to get some kind of residuals or some kind of payoff, because we created these ideas, or we created these aspects, or we created this, or yes, it's Spider-Man, but we put this and this idea into it, so it's partly ours. And instead, let's have something that's more 100% our own. So if it's successful, we get more of a profit margin. Kind of like, well, not the same thing, but kind of like when Saban did that Ninja Turtles live action show, The Next Mutation. And the ratings were actually not that bad for the kind of show it was, but not just the cost, but they realized, well, we have to split the revenue with the people who own Ninja Turtles, Peter Laird, and I don't know if Kevin Eastman was with at the time. So, well, we'll just do, forget that, we'll just do more Power Rangers, where we have more of a piece of the revenue that we get to own and we get to keep. So Harry Osborn is telling them I was the Green Goblin. And of course, we find out that that's not entirely true. Norman's a manipulative motherfucker. I do actually. I had this question up before, but I do like the way it plays out here because it makes Norman even that much more evil, which is how he completely fucking uses his damn son. Off the juice. The juice is loose. So I'm trying to remember if he ever like when he tore off the mask, he had the goblin on, but was he ever doing the I'm sure they'll explain later. I do like when they do stuff like that where you have Peter Parker and then they'll show like a half piece of Spider-Man and then go away. Or like they'll have like the Spider-Man spotlight at some ends of the some of the episodes. It definitely gives like a comic book feel because I remember reading comics that would have those type of images there. Especially when I would like read back issues and they were like from the 70s or something. They have those type of images. Well, it's too late, Peter Parker, because she don't want to be. He loves me, he loves me not. He loves me, he loves me not. And unless you tell the truth, you ain't gonna get shit. Exactly. Well, not yet. Harry Osborn has to hear it and be pissed off and fuck this shit. So I got a little ahead of myself with that. This is another detail they put in, the webbing under the armpits, which was in quite a few of the older comics. But, I mean, that's a stylistic choice. This ain't the butler for Spider-Man 3, is it? Why the fuck would they just tell you? Which one of you is the Goblin? Oh, I am Spartacus. No, I am Spartacus. I mean, do you really expect Norman Osborn to be like, listen, Spidey, listen, I'm just going to tell the truth. Just because. For the shits and giggles. I'm just going to tell the truth. Just, why not? Oh, shit. I try to remember if there's any amount of the Laughing Pumpkin stuff in the comics. Because that also reminds me of the Joker type of stuff. Where, like, Joker would have stuff. So here we have another Green Goblin. And Spider-Man was beating the fuck up. I'm trying to remember who the hell is this one now. I forget which comic it was. This was in the, I want to say sometime in the 2000s or so. It was like the craziest story, not craziest, but where Green Goblin had tied up Peter Parker Spider-Man and he kept drugging him and torturing him to try to make him think a certain way, and I swear it was that type of story, but I, for life of me, cannot remember which issue or such it was. I do like these camera angles he uses to give a sense of the height all this battle's taking place in. Now pull the mask off. Now pull the mask off. Like, all the time just standing there, and he's just ripped the fucking mask off. What's the mask made of? Adamantium? Just rip the fucking mask off and they'll tell you. How fucking hard is that? When he's blinded. Or Norman's a manipulative motherfucker where he's the goblin most of the time, but he finds smarter ways to take the heat off him, so to speak. Which, I mean, he's doing a good job because he didn't make the audience even think, well, wait a minute, well, it was Harry? Ah, no, it's Norman. Wait, it's neither of them? Which, I mean, that's the whole point of the storytelling, it's supposed to do that. And they've already had it where you found out that Black Cat's dad is the guy who killed Uncle Ben. So they could, and also Venom, worked with Peter Parker side by side as like dear, almost like childhood friends, and then things changed. So it showed that they could rework certain items, certain things, certain characters, so they don't seem exactly like their comic book counterparts. Peter Parker, just go with all the women. Redhead, blondes. Don't call Selena Kyle anymore. It's Felicia Hardy. I did that the last fucking time. I kept calling Black Cat Selena, like Selena Kyle, which is Catwoman. I kept fucking that up. And then you have this lady as well. Just get all the ladies. Now he dumps her. Just dump it everybody. And that's the thing, this wasn't meant to be the series finale. It wasn't meant to end the series. Because if it was going to end the whole series, there'd be a lot more stuff going on, a lot more. But they thought it was the end of the season. I mean, I think they were pretty damn adamant they were going to get a third season. And I guess by this point, you would assume, hey, the ratings are in. How good are the numbers? How good are the reviews? The response? All in their favor, and then Disney, of course, fucked it up. Of course it's Disney. They fucked everything up. I'm sorry, Disney to me has done more worse than better for films, for Hollywood, for a lot of these companies and characters. Because remember, Disney was not involved with like the first Iron Man and early on. Like, let me look that up. When did Disney buy Marvel? What was the year? When did Disney buy Marvel? I'm trying to remember what year did that happen. (2009). So, granted, it's not like they were in it for 5 years, but still, Iron Man had been made, and when was Captain America First Avenger? Okay, that was 2011, so I would assume that the planning stages were done before before Disney got involved. Now, to be fair, there's been some good movies under the Disney Empire in terms of like Captain America trilogy and Guardians of the Galaxy, among others, but there's a lot of bad ones too, especially the past 5-6 years. A lot of fucking bad ones. Every single one of them? No, but a lot of them. Oh, there. Falling, fighting back and forth. Like, damn. Like I said, they did the action scenes fairly well throughout the show. They definitely give a sense of danger, a sense of the abilities these characters can showcase, great sense of movement. The play throughout the buildings in the sky. I mean, it makes sense as Spider-Man. The agility and movement definitely showcased. Now, how the fuck? Well, thank God Gabi knew that. Well, I mean, what if Spider-Man let go and said, "I'm gonna walk here" and all this other shit? There's a lot of fucking shit to have around here. Like, goddamn. Oh, come on. Like, Jesus. Now, how the fuck they get all these fucking vehicles? Why, just Norman's rich as fuck. Throwing their goddamn Nickelodeon dat at him. This overwhelming. There you go. So yeah, both Norman and Harry are in the helicopter, so who is in the suit? I can't remember. I cannot remember who the hell's in the suit. I know, I don't think it's Mama Osborn. There you go. Just beat the shit out of him, man. I mean, they definitely give him a bit of a workout. They definitely don't make it easy on him. But as it is, him using his smarts, uses his agility, uses webs, using all the tools he can. And a lot of times it happens, you bats and you see a little bit of the eye or face. You kind of saw that in the first Spider-Man movie, Tobey Maguire. There you go, a good uppercut punch. There you go. But it makes me go like, with that punch, how come he's not able to knock him the fuck out? Now, who the hell is it? Ah, so it is Norman. So who's this? Ah, the chameleon. I don't know how the hell I didn't think of the chameleon. I guess because I didn't put that chameleon knew Norman, but I guess it makes sense. Chameleon gets hired for it. So, now I feel like an idiot. So it shows what really happened. So, hired chameleon to keep him guessing. Yeah, he faked a limp so that he could just knock his, put the fucking shit on his son and have him take the blame. That's why he was saying that if you drink it, you have these blackouts and lose control because you get knocked the fuck out. But then I put this costume on and faked his ass. Oh, he broke his son's leg, or made him a limp. Wow, I forgot about that aspect. That makes it even more of a some bitch. He fucked it. He fucked up his own son's leg too. There you go. See, it seems like it'd be a bit more of a one-on-one fight because of that. Like it's not culminating with this more of this one-on-one fight back and forth. Now, when the secret's been revealed, now Spider-Man is getting more pumped up, and now is the knockdown dragged out. Nope, I flip and you went bye-bye. That's because he's not dead. As you find out, he's not really dead because it wasn't meant to be the fucking ending. It wasn't meant to be how the series finished. It was going, I'm sure, go through all these other villains, all sorts of other stuff, and then with a final one-on-one battle with Norman Osborn. Well, there goes her. Now he's never gone forever. Because, yeah, it wasn't meant to be the end. My friend, the end. Stop fuck with that baseball and take it and throw it out the window. There's Norman. You beach blonde hair motherfucker. You ain't Hulk Hogan. And that's the end of the show. Not just the episode, not just the season, but the show itself. And again, let me see if it says specifically like why. If there's something that says here, Spectacular Spider-Man, why it was canceled. See if if it says a specific reason as to why that happened. Just curious. But you know, what can you do? Greg Weisman was hoping for the series to reach 5 seasons. Only 2 were made. Let's see. Disney's acquisition of Marvel led to Sony giving up the animation rights to Spider-Man. The show ran for 2 seasons and ended on a cliffhanger, but both were successes among audiences and critics. And it was on Netflix, but then the removal coincided with the fact that Disney Plus in recent months had picked up the animated series. And you know, Disney Plus put it on their shit. Sony relinquished all TV rights to Spider-Man in return for some rights to the movies. So yeah, this is a show that people liked, people enjoyed. Scene wasn't doing too bad, too shabby, and they fucked up. They being Disney. Well, Sony, there's some blame to be had there. You know, Sony being cowards, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, another fun episode, pretty fast paced, a lot of action. Realization of Norman and how much of a piece of shit he is. Framing his son, hurting or making his son's leg fucking limp while he was unconscious and blacked out. What a son bitch. But that's Norman for you. Definitely a villain to hate. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care, and we will see you guys later. Thanks once again, Lucas. Bye-bye.